Hello folks, I'm here today to show you my new AR stock. Looks like a stock for an AR, doesn't it? Not really, no. This is an AR. This is an AR7. AR7 is a U.S. Survival rifle. It says so right here on the thing. It says U.S. Survival. This is made by Henry, from Henry Repeating Arms. It's a survival rifle. You say it's a survival stock. Look at it. It's just a stock. That's all it is. Let's see what happens when you take the back off of it. Look at here. Look inside here. What do you have here? 2 magazines, a receiver, and a barrel. Let's just take this receiver, slide it on here. Screw it right in. Screw it right in. It's got several threads on it, so it screws for a while. But it locks in good and tight. Then you pull your barrel out. Your barrel's got a little notch on the thing. It fits into a slot right here. And then your barrel nut comes down and screws it right in. I just dropped my magazine. Okay. Lock that down good. Pick up the magazine. I got 2 different magazines here. They both hold 8 rounds. You take them out, slide one in your pocket, put the stock cover back on. I've got CCI mini mags in this thing. Pop it in. Here's your bolt. Pop it. Boom. Safety zone. Right there is safe. We'll just take a couple of shots right here. Runs real good, nice and accurate. I haven't put it on safe. I haven't touched the sights at all. It came to me with it's got a peep sight on the rear right here you look through, and a little plastic sight you can drift adjust right here. There's a little bit of up and down adjustment on your rear sight, and your drift adjust for windage on your outside, but it was already set from the factory. I haven't had to touch it. So that was my CCIs. I'm gonna try a few little old cheap Winchester bullets, see what they do. First was a CCI. Run those cheap Winchesters, no problem. I'm going to finish out these CCIs, and then I might show you a few more things about it. Here we go. Alright, she's empty. But, yeah, this is a good little old gun. You take it apart. You have to, when you put it back together, you have to push in that, and it slides down in the buttstock. You got your safety here that won't engage unless it's cocked. If I cock it, now my safety will engage. That's a feature they got on here I don't really particularly care for. It only shoots 22 long rifle, but for what it's made for, this gun can't hardly be beat. It's made by Henry Repeating Arms, and it's designated as the AR7. The reason it's called an AR is because it was actually originally designed by Eugene Stoner. And if you've never heard of Eugene Stoner, he is the guy who designed the AR-15 and the AR-10. And so AR does not stand for assault rifle, as some folks like to think. AR stands for Armor Light Rifle. That's the name of his company, Armor Light. They're still in business today, I think, but of course he's long gone. But the AR series of rifles have done really well, and since Henry has taken over the AR7, they've made a lot of improvements to it from the old style. I've never owned one of the old styles, but I heard a lot about them, and they had some quality issues with the previous companies. I won't name their names, but some of the previous companies that owned them, quality issues, and the guns didn't function properly. But Henry has taken over, and immediately they went and made some real improvements and made this into a fine quality gun. It's real accurate. I even hit an 8-inch plate the other day at 100 yards consistently. So I mean, to take out into the woods and survive with, you can do great. It only holds 8 rounds, but it's a survival gun. It's not a defensive weapon. Could be used as one, I guess, but it's not designed for that, and that's not what it's intended to be used as, and I wouldn't suggest it to be used that way unless that's the only option you have. But for what it's designed for, this gun has not failed me yet, except for one thing. When I first got the thing, I was told that these things would float. Maybe not. I took it out and I dropped it into my hot tub just to see what it would do. Well, it didn't float. It took on water faster than the Titanic. But hey, it didn't float, but it did sink very slowly. So I guess you could recover the thing if you dropped it, and you could still get to it. If you could get to it in time, you could still keep it from being lost. But if you drop it in the river, it would float long enough. Maybe you could get to it. If you dropped it out, say out of your boat into the lake, and it was a dark lake, good luck. Just follow the bubbles. But so far, other than the fact it didn't float, I've been thoroughly happy with this rifle. And I mean, I'm not going to use it as a hunting rifle. I'm not going to use it as a defensive weapon. I'm just going to take it out and blink with it from time to time and throw it in a truck or something like that. If I'm going out on a long adventure, hiking, camping, anything like that, I'll take it with me. Just in case. That's what it's for. It's just in case. They were originally contracted by the military to design these when they first designed them, and they were going to use them in airplanes. They would put these in the airplane with the pilots, and then if they got shot down or crashed their plane, a little rifle that they could shoot a squirrel or a rabbit or whatever happened to be wherever they crashed at, they could get some food. This would definitely do that. It's 22. It'll only take small game, but when you're surviving, that's what's most readily available. And you're not going to want to kill a deer if you've got to be on the move. So anyway, this little gun, a Henry AR7. It's a fine rifle. You could even take and it's got a little rail right here. You can take and put a scope on there if you wanted to, or something like that. But really, from the peep sight, it worked great right out of the box. I haven't touched the sights, and I sit here about 30, 35 yards, something like that, and I hit just about every shot right there, no problem. And I was doing it at 100 the other day, and I was hitting pretty consistent at 100 with just these open sights. So you could definitely kill you some food if you was out in the woods and needed to. And but just remember, always carry your defensive firearm. This will help you survive. Thanks, folks. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked it, go ahead and like the video. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, please. Thanks.